kind of funny going over some of my videos. They have ads on them. You guys who watch it probably think that I monetize the channel, but you can't monetize until you have 1,000 subscribers. But YouTube can monetize your channel and make money off of you if they so please, because that's part of their rules. So, just thought I'd let you know. And I have zero financial incentive in this. I just go on here to talk. That's it. And talk is what I'm gonna do right now. And we're gonna talk about some stuff. And remember a few days back when there was all that thunder and no rain? Well, there's no thunder or lightning right now. I meant lightning, not thunder, by the way. There is something just super creepy and still about this night that is just getting to me. It is just bothering me. I went out over there overlooking the horizon, where you could see a part of the city. And I literally just stood there in silence for like 10 minutes because I just couldn't get over this bizarre feeling of this just eerie calm that I swear I probably haven't felt in years, anything like this. And it's just, and the clouds are like they're really ominous. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. They're really ominous. Having said that, just as an interesting side note, there's this guy called Dutch Sense. I'm sure some of you have heard of him. He's a YouTuber that predicts earthquakes, and he's had some pretty accurate predictions, and I used to watch him a lot. And it's not the most exciting content by any means, but it's interesting. And so he was talking about this earthquake swarm in the Canary Islands, in an island called La Palma. Interesting place, by the way. Studied a bit about it. Really unique culture and cuisine. The native islanders are really strange and not like anybody else. But I'm getting off topic here. So there's this volcano there that, when it erupts, it creates this like gigantic landslide. And when I say gigantic, I mean absolutely massive landslide. And there have been models and predictions, that estimate that if the volcano were to blow, that it would create a tsunami that is extremely large, by their own estimates, something like 500 to 1,000 foot tall in the surrounding islands in Spain and Portugal and West Africa, and then the entire East Coast would be inundated by waves as much as 300 feet tall. So I just thought that it's interesting. Why I'm mentioning it is because there's this really massive earthquake swarm there, like massive to the point where like they're actually implementing some sort of alert levels and are actually monitoring this very carefully. But the earthquakes are becoming more shallow, which indicates that the lava is moving in an upward trajectory. So it's just interesting, because I know in the Illuminati cards, New York is underwater, so I've always wondered how that's going to take place. And that scenario makes a lot of sense to it, even though the chances of it actually happening are pretty remote. They're pretty remote. Like Yellowstone, for example, is so many earthquake swarms and false alarms people have been talking about over the years about that, but I certainly don't really take Yellowstone too seriously, to be honest. But this is a little bit different. I would take this a little bit more seriously. So, if it were to occur, well, that would be quite the birthing ritual, wouldn't it? Talk about the water breaking, huh? Anyway, something more uplifting for just a brief moment. So, I am noticing I'm actually proud of, I don't want to say my country. I want to say the citizens at this current time in some places, because of the tremendous amount of resistance that is taking place against the mandates. And even here, not my county, unfortunately, but the neighboring county, Riverside County, is kind of in the same sort of dynamic as, states like South Dakota and Florida, who refuse to implement these mandates. Now, that's a really good sign. The people are not just going to give in. But then there lies the question of the mega disaster of apocalyptic proportions that would displace millions and cause chaos and havoc. Well, it would be a lot easier in that case to mandate whatever you want, because it would become a total matter of survival by that point. And that's how the trick works. That's how what is the term? There's a term for it. There's actually a term for it. I can't remember what it is. But, what else is funny? Somebody in the White House today, I think it was a press secretary or something, she was talking about the vacations, but instead of saying vacation people, she had like a sort of Freudian slip and she said marked people. Oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. So she said marked instead of vacation people. Sorry, I think I'm gonna have to end it right here, because I keep thinking of that term that I can't remember. So, hey, the good news is there's no way YouTube's gonna monetize those last 2 videos, right? Nope. Not a chance. Yeah, we are doing a live stream tomorrow on my friend's channel, and I'll link that below. And we're going to be discussing actually flooding. Oh, that's what we talked about last week. We're going to be talking about that again. The Great Flood, the Noah's Ark scenario. And we're going to be getting into hopefully the Rakat structure and Eye of the Sahara. If you haven't seen about that, Bright Insights video on the Rakat structure, you have to see it. It's going to blow your mind. There's literally a CIA cover-up about that thing in Western Sahara, and they have documents with tons of redacted information about this structure for some reason. It's so weird. Anyone wants to see it, tell me. I'll link it below. Yeah.